Welcome along then to the place where heroes and history are made. Sergio Perez will lead us away from pole position. Hamilton, Bottas, Charles Leclerc, King, Stroll, Ocon, Fernando Alonso. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. And Carlos Sainz, Ricciardo, Tsunoda. They've taken a grid penalty. Pierre Gasly and Russell, Mick Schumacher, Vettel. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Robert Schwartzman and Kimi Räikkönen, Latifi, Giovinazzi, Mazepin and Lando Norris starts from the back of the grid.
Alright, so race strategy. The game wants us to go soft to hard. I might even try and go soft to medium. Do you reckon we can make that work? I mean, soft hard, probably the best thing to do, I reckon. But I'm liking our chances of podium here, definitely. Let's see how we go. It's going to be quite interesting. Leclerc in front of me. If I can get in front of Leclerc by the end of lap 1, we might be on. I don't believe we'll be able to keep up with the top 4. The countdown begins. So Sergio Perez has launched away. I almost got a good enough start to get in front of Bottas there, but didn't quite work. Still might be able to here. I've got to run. And not a good enough run though. The two Mercedes boys are battling it out now. Might try and find myself a way through here. They're still side by side. Bottas gets it. Got to get used to having a full load of fuel here. Right, will Hamilton have another crack at his teammate? And Perez has run away with the start. Has a huge lead already. I just need to stick with him until DRS kicks in. Right, you can see the top dogs now starting to stretch their legs. My sort of midfield car is just struggling to keep up with them.
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it.
Just need to stay in the slipstream of Hamilton here. And that'll just help me defend from Leclerc for this race. And I just still had DRS there, only just. I won't on the next straight, unfortunately, though. So this will be Leclerc's best chance to get past me at the start here. Oh, I do, somehow. And everyone's caught up to Perez here. So even Max is right behind Perez now. I don't have DRS in Hamilton this lap. Leclerc will be able to try and overtake me here. He is closing, not close enough. I'm kind of hoping all these guys in front have a bit of a moment, well not moment, but a battle. And then I can use that to close back into DRS on them. Leclerc got a good exit from that corner that time. I have to watch him. Here he comes. Again, not close enough. And I'm just losing touch now to the top dogs. Now there's a bit of a train happening in front of us now. So we might be able to get onto this train if someone has a side-by-side moment. I mean, you should be able to read it all in that 4 days if you commit. We are keeping Leclerc behind us nicely here. And like, we're not losing too much ground to these top dogs. We just need to keep racing our own race here. We will be able to go a little bit longer than them because obviously they qualified on these tyres and I didn't. So, and as long as I'm around 6/10 faster than Leclerc, coming up to the straight here, we'll be laughing. Not too bad. I was about to go to bed and I thought jump in for the stream for a bit. And here comes Leclerc. And he's gone around. So I got caught looking at chat and didn't actually see him coming up to attack me there. And there might have been some contact. not sure. I reckon he might have just lost out on the curb himself. Oh, he only just caught my car. So he rides the curb. I don't give him much space. And he just clips my back wheel there. So it's almost he oversteered into my car. He's just coming onto the track now. And now we can race our own race for a little while though without concern from getting attacked from behind. I wonder when these guys are going to pit as well. Can't be too far off. How's your Friday or weekend going so far, Apex? Sort of running by myself at the moment. I had Charles Leclerc spinner on my back wheel earlier. And I reckon I can run mediums to the end. So I might change my strategy on the fly and do that. Because what's my tyres on right now? Only 30%, so I'm easily going to be able to chuck on mediums to the end. I'm still shocked they haven't even pitted yet. The tyres, these are the tyres they qualified on. It'd have to be this lap, surely. Hey, you had to be careful there. Started sliding a little bit.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the
Here we go. So we are now in P3. My teammate's pitted.
Robert is in the pits. Robert in the pits.
Now, hopefully, the leaders get caught up in traffic there for a bit. I'm going to stretch them a little longer because I would like to go onto my mediums. Although the leaders are too, so I should be able to pit this lap and be fine then. Norris with the fastest lap. Now let's keep an eye on Norris's progress in this race because remember he did start last place. The AI did just pit for the mediums though, so unless they're two stopping, Bottas has gone a lap earlier, so he might be going onto the hards here.
We want to pit this lap,
He did.
so push now.
So we're going to pit this lap then. We might be able to get away with one more lap. And the leaders are all on a two-stop except for Bottas, so this could be very interesting to where these guys are going to finish up. The back end really wanted to go around there. And there as well. Alright, we'll push it one more lap. George Russell's out. Give me a safety car. Or a virtual. A virtual would come in clutch right now. Alright, so we are pitting here. Put on the mediums to the end.
Release.
2.5 seconds. Norris has passed me, so remember he started at the back of the grid here. So Norris has been charging. And the big dogs do have to pit again yet, so we could end up on the podium maybe, depending how things go. If we can stick with Norris, because he will be fast, he can pull us along for a little bit and I'll save battery. And if we can just stick within a second each time we get to the straight. The only other car one stopping is Bottas. I don't think I got DRS, I did not. I was out by 0.001 of a second. It's your birthday soon? 1st of Feb correctly. I need to get within a second of Norris so I can defend from Gasly. Ah, no. That's going to cost me that mistake. I tried a different line for some reason mid-race and it just didn't work for me. Will Gasly get me? Not this lap, no. Alright, how are we going to go this time with Gasly?
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Ah, damn. Gasly will probably get me this lap now. Oh, he's pitting. Oh, that saved me. I'm back into P5 where I was before the pit stop started. So Hamilton will probably, when he pits, he'll come out behind us. I'm not sure about the two Red Bulls. Leclerc's out. Another retirement. That one won't be a safety car though. So his race really went downhill after he span on me earlier.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on.
Verstappen's so far up the road of me and Hamilton's behind. They've put on the hard compound tyres, so what, they not have a pair of mediums to go to the end on. I have to start looking after my tyres a bit more, I think. Alright, Perez is pitting now and he's putting the softs on to the end, so Perez will be quick. Very interesting strategy call from Hamilton's team. Kind of hoping Hamilton will jump Perez here. Who's going to get it? It's going to be close. Perez holds the position. So now on a podium fighting for it, but I don't know how much I'm going to be able to fight for Perez for. But he's already on the back of me. And so is Hamilton's closed right up too. And those fresh softs are going to be fast. There he goes. He's already past me. Before the DRS zone. I'm not even going to worry about trying to fight him. Just look at the traction he has out of that. And Alonso has had a nice race and he's found himself in P6. So Alonso's had a good one. As Hamilton gets past me there. Might be able to have another go at him here. He is going to defend. Nah, he's just faster than me, there's no point. Plus I was way too far back for a lunge. If I can stick with him to the main straight, then I'll just be able to get a little bit more time on him. Right, I'm going to get DRS again, which is great. Right, here we go. I'm not going to go for the move, obviously, but it's just going to help me get away from Alonso. And if there is a late race safety car, it's going to help us come out on the softs as far as up the field as possible. Because getting onto those softs to finish the race on could be GG race win right there. So what are my tyres on now? 29, so they're closing in on 30%. Have been on them for 12 laps now as well. So they're going to be in the 60s, close to puncture range by the time we get to the end. And Alonso's either pitted or made a mistake here. Sainz and Norris both got past him so quickly then. If I pit, I'll come out in P9. But with a safety car, with the pack slowed down, I'll come out a lot closer to these guys. So I'll probably almost get back to P5 with the virtual safety car or safety car. Norris has now gotten in front of Sainz. So Norris shouldn't be able to catch me, but damn, so he didn't do overly well then in his first Formula E race. Perez hasn't really caught the lead as much at all here. Actually he has, he wouldn't be too, I reckon he's right behind Verstappen, so Verstappen needs to let Perez pass if Red Bull want to have a chance of winning this race, because Bottas on that one-stop strategy with the hards isn't too far up the road. So let's keep an eye on that battle for the lead of the race here with 6 laps. The Red Bulls are side by side. Perez, I guess, has made that move. No, he hasn't. Yes, he has. No, he hasn't. Right, so Perez went for the outside into turn 1. And it just didn't work out for him. So Perez now has that move. He doesn't. He does. He doesn't. He does. He doesn't. What is it? Man, these two are fighting hard. So he's trying to go around the outside again. Side by, what a battle from these two Red Bull boys. And he's still there though. And there you go, just up the inside. And Perez has made that move stick now. So Ken Perez, he's a long way off right now though. So he has 5 laps to try and get Bottas here. Verstappen really didn't need to fight him that hard. Red Bull needed to tell Verstappen to let that move go. Especially just, it's like they're both getting a podium anyway. I guess Verstappen is fighting for a championship too though. And Norris has closed that gap to me. He's only at 12.5 seconds now. Apex with the hydration reminder. Thanks, my friend. Alright, fuck. I tried to get water. These things happen. I need to get one of those sippy water bowls that go behind in like a backpack. And then I could have just been like, keeping an eye on Perez though. He is catching Valtteri Bottas. He's almost on him.
We're leading our teammate by 38.2 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in 18th.
So Robert Schwartzman is all the way down in 18th place here. Not good. What about my rival, Fernando Alonso?
Let's focus on the race right now. We can worry about that later.
Alright, sorry Jeff, I just wanted to, see how Alonso's going. Does he not know that I've got a mass, like there's no one around me right now? I mean, I guess he knows what's best though. We'll listen to Jeff. I'll ask him next lap. As we start lap 34 now, Norris has got that gap down to 9 seconds. And see how Perez is doing. Ooh, he's getting pretty close to Bottas now. 3 laps remaining. He's probably got a 3-second gap, if not 2 seconds. So I'm backing in Perez here. I reckon he might get him. It is old hards onto semi-old softs. Come on, Perez. You can catch Bottas. It's under a second almost now. So he might get one chance to overtake him. Come on, Perez. You can do it. He's almost on him. Look at the map. He will have DRS here. He's not close enough. Come on, Perez. You're right there. You can get him. He might be able to get him DRS up the main straight here on the line. This could be a on the line move right here, guys. What are we about to see? I hope he gets him on the straight. I hope he gets him on the straight. Come on. Here we go. Here's the battle to the line. I'm watching the map here. DRS is open now. And he's not going to get him. Bottas gets the win. GG's to Bottas. We're going to come up the final corner for the last time here. I didn't use any battery for the last few laps, just so focused on the Bottas-Perez battle. Here we go, P5. Good race there for Ted Racing. Let's go. A few of you guys might be devoted about that. Lando Norris, the driver of the day. So we came from last place to P6. What a drive from Norris. That was a good drive. I needed that. Needed that after the last few rounds. So if Max Verstappen didn't hold up Perez so much, although that was a great battle to watch, if Max Verstappen didn't hold him up, Perez could have won that race. So my teammate finished all the way down in P17. Charles Leclerc, after his spin with me, did retire, but not on that lap, but he did retire throughout the race, so he didn't have the best race there. Valtteri Bottas, I did hear the commentators say that he took over the lead of the championship with that, so because of that, Max Verstappen has forfeited the lead to Valtteri Bottas in the championship. 8 points separate him with 2 rounds to go. 2 rounds to go in the championship, and yeah, look at that, 8 points separated, so let's keep an eye on that. So as you can see, we started P6 and we got a good launch off the line. We got an absolute cracker of a launch. A little bit of contact with Charles Leclerc into turn 1, and then we just easily get the position. And we just hold the position. We were going to look for a way around those guys, but it wasn't worth it. And look how long these guys were side by side for, Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. And then Bottas and Lewis Hamilton were side by side for the rest of the lap. Alright, this is going to be where Charles Leclerc actually hit us. So it was a light contact, but it did spin Charles Leclerc, as you can see there. Lap 20, and this is where we're fighting. Oh, Pierre Gasly, but he pits. Oh no, he doesn't. So Pierre Gasly goes for a move around the outside. We go slow-mo on just us instead of looking at the move. And we go deep and hold the position. Beautiful work. And here we go again. So this is the following lap. And it's just going to be a repeat, I reckon. Again, we force him around the outside. Close, almost wheel contact. But again, we just repeat it and go through. You can read it. I'll read it in a sec, big dog. Alright, here we go. So this is where Lewis Hamilton's charging us down on lap 25. Good shot of the engine there. And then we just fast forward to lap 36. And the checkered flag. Beautiful. Lando Norris, what a drive he had. He almost caught us there too. Now McLaren is super quick.